Nigeria is blessed with its unique and beautiful culture from different tribes, and they come with different delicacies. How about our tantalizing attires? That's not all. Our cultural songs and dance that ease your pain at any given time. Nigeria is indeed blessed with its beautiful culture. It is our culture show with MARYVAL EZE every Monday by 3 p.m.
The importance of culture cannot be overemphasized. Just as our culture is blessed, filled with a lot of beautiful and interesting things, our beautiful attire, our food, music, dance, crafts. This is one thing that the Nigerian culture is actually blessed with and should be respected. We are on the culture show. My name is MARYVAL EZE, reaching you live from SRTV studio here in Abuja, Federal Capital Territory. And today we're going to be talking about this beautiful culture in Ogoni, River State, Thai local government to be precise. We want to see what the people of the Thai, what they do in their culture. We want to take a look at what they actually do in this culture. Are they business people? Are they farmers? Are they fishermen? These are the things we're going to look into today. Last week we did talk about the Enugu culture in Osuka, Enugu State, and our guest was actually she was able to educate us more about her culture, really from the marriage, the traditional marriage, their food, and also the do's and the don'ts in their culture. And today we'll be looking at the Ogoni culture. What's that beautiful thing about the Ogoni culture? What are the do's and the don'ts in the Ogoni culture? And we'll be having a guest on the show. My guest is already here in the studio, and I'll be telling us more about the Ogoni culture, a lot of beautiful things about the Ogoni culture. We all know that Ogoni culture is in the River States, Nigeria, but we need to know what they do. We need to know about their traditional marriage, about their masquerade, about their New Year festival. Let's know what unique. Let's get to know the unique thing about the Ogoni culture. Okay, let me bring in my guest and let's get to hear from him what he has to say. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Agbadam Edwin Peter.
Good afternoon, Mary Obianuju Eze. Good afternoon to all Nigerians as well. You're highly welcome. I'm highly welcome. It pleases me to be here with you all. Yes, I am speaking. I'm speaking and talking from Ite in Thai local government area here in River State. It's a pleasure for me as well to be part of those who talk about our cultures. Like she earlier said, in Ogoni, as we all know, there are various of cultures. We have the marriage cultures, we have the New Yam festival, we have also the societal cultural groups, which is into one activities or the other as part of the Ogoni cultures as well too. But when we are throwing light.
Okay, first of all, before you continue, there is this saying that the Ogoni people migrated from some parts of Imo State here in Nigeria, while there's also this saying that the Ogoni people migrated from Ghana. Can you tell us more about it, the Ogoni people?
I'm actually, if permit me to say, I'm actually hearing it from you, Mary, first time that the Ogonis migrated from Imo State.
Okay, so what about the Ghana? What about the Ghana?
It's a fallacy. Yes, it's on record. I think it's a fact, evidential fact, that the Ogonis actually migrated from Ghana, like you said, yeah.
But how truthful is that?
I think it can be linked to their linguistic dialect. It is. Because when you take a very good look at the sounds of the Ogoni language and that of the Ghana language, you find out that they are just similar language.
Wow.
So that's historical evidence is one. That's one. From my own archaeological findings as well too, I found out that the linguistics of the Ogonis and that of the Ghanaians are all the same. Exactly the same.
Okay, so can you give us a brief history of the Ogoni? What's the
I think that before I can give you the broad history of Ogoni, I should be able to give you a history of my own place first, because it starts with me.
okay? So go on.
I hail from one very known and popular community in River State, Thai local government area known as Pite Gara. There is a gene as well too produced by one of my brother rightly in the United States of America. It's titled Pite Gara. So Pite is the name of my community, and we are one of the communities, the first very communities in Thai local government area. But by nature of history, Pite happens to be the third created community in Thai. It was created by one of our founding father, Ya Karabi, and then migrating from Ko in Kana, from Kana local government to Weekend. From Weekend, it was settled in Bite by historical fact. Um, we find out that one of our originating father, Ya Karabi, migrated from uh, Ko in Kana local government, bringing his brothers like the Anibre, the great warriors, that is my own clan, where I hail from as well, who fought and maintained the status quo of our own community. You can see that these are how the histories, and as the histories are prompting, so are our cultures as well too, are being gained and as well too, together with it.
Okay, so truly, you were calling some difficult names that I can't really pronounce, but truly, I would say that you're initially migrated from Ghana. Because I even heard something like Kana and all of that. That's cool. So can you tell me one
Kana,
interesting? Can you tell me one
you know,
interesting
Kana is the,
culture?
you know, Kana is the local government. You know, Kana is the local government.
The name looks like Ghana, so let's take it that you truly migrated from Ghana.
Exactly. We should be in Ghana.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
really.
So can you tell me one interesting thing about your culture?
Yeah.
What's
Uh,
interesting thing about your culture?
One, I think if we should go to the broad of my, we should start with my own culture. You see, the Pite people, and there is a culture we celebrate here known as a Thai New Yam Festival. I was expecting that while we are talking on the screen of the studio, I should be seeing pictorial demonstration of my New Yam Festival because it's
Don't
our
worry, you see
culture,
that.
my
Just write
culture,
down.
and your culture. So
Don't worry,
please,
you
can
see
we
that.
put the Titanium Festival on the screen so that when we are talking, we should have this excitement about it as well too.
But when did it took place? The New Year Festival. When did it really happen?
Let me start. Let me start. We have what is known as Titanium Festival. This New Year Festival is celebrated every August of a new year. The preparations, the preparations for the celebration of the Titanium Festival is always done from the 27th of the month of July. Hello, am I speaking with you? And so, on the 27th of the month of July, there is a traditional rites that takes place. And this traditional rites which takes place, we call it in our place and in our dialect, Swapango or Teresien. And so by then, there is a community who is mandated with the traditional power and mandate to do the Teresien. So we do that at Krokrotai. The people of Krokrotai, the elders of Krokrotai, do the Teresien process and the rites. And then there is a shout of New Yam Festival celebration because the New Yam Festival is aimed at thanking the gods of the Ogoni for a fruitful harvest. You can see it up on the show on the screen. So now in this process of this New Yam Festival, when we do it from the 27th of the month of July, then we do it the cultural display on the 7th of the month of August, possibly 7 days or the first week of the month of August, we celebrate it. And you can see these are cultural celebrations. These are what tells the people of the nation, it tells the whole world about our own heritage. We call this, you can see, those you can see, these things you can see, people are in need, they call it Umlualu. Umlualu is the name. You can see, we call it the Umlualu. The other picture that was shown is just one of the spiritual mothers of the land known as Bia. You can see it over there. That's Benebeka. I know we can't get it right. That's Benebeka. You can see. Please put up the video for the people of the world to see how our culture is being celebrated. You know, people are so excited. They became part of all these things. They are so excited about how our people jubilate, how our people express their culture. You know, it's one of the things that binds us together. That's one certain one of the importance of this our culture. It binds us together.
Okay.
So this very
So does it mean that people, maybe people from even outside the country, you're going to people from even outside the country, do come back just for this New Year festival?
I can categorically tell you that I have one of some of my uncles in the United States.
Okay.
They will be calling. They call you on phone, video calls. You see them putting on their festive cap. Please give me a moment. Give me a moment.
Okay. Okay. Our guest has been telling us more about the Ogoni people. It's good to know that they are great farmers. They farm plantain, they farm yam, a lot of things. They're also fishermen. They're also fishermen, and that is why that is where the fisherman soup comes to play. There is we all know that when it comes to River State, when you want to talk about River State, there is no way you talk about River State without the fisherman soup with a lot of ingredients. One thing I know is the culture of the Rivers people. It's so beautiful, regardless of the fact that we are focusing on the Ogoni culture today. They're actually great farmers. They actually they've got delicacies that you will love. Yes, you know there are some cultures that when you bring them on the show, maybe they just have like one or two food, but if you want to display the Ogoni people, there are different delicacies. You see that it's more. Okay, let me add our guest. Let me add him back. You see that it's more. They've got a lot of meals. The attire is beautiful as well. Uh, so okay, now talking about the fisherman soup. Um, can you tell us more about it?
Yeah,
But
we call it.
there's
We
one name.
call that thing.
There's one
Yeah,
name they call.
that thing you just showed now. We call it pe in Ogoni language.
Okay, don't worry. There's a video I want you to see. A video of how they prepared this soup. They actually called the name. There's a name they called it while preparing the soup. You get. I really don't know if you can tell me the stage or the process of how it's being prepared, but don't worry. Just hold on. You see how the soup is being prepared with a lot of ingredients, the periwinkle, the snail, and everything is interesting though. That's why I say you can't talk about River State, so you don't talk about their fisherman soup. But there is actually this name they call it in Ogoni. Yes. Just stay tuned and see this video with me. Okay, while the video is still coming up. Now, talking about the Ogoni culture, uh, the Thai is in Ogoni, Eleme is in Ogoni. They have different local governments in Ogoni. Ogoni itself is a big place in River State. You know, River State has different villages with different culture. You can see that even the Ogoni, their culture is actually different. Now, talking about their soup. Okay, let's see the video and I'll come back.
Eat this one and you will very nutritious and scrumptious. Excellent soup that you will love. I am so sure you love it with skills. Look at them, look at them. Yes, to pepper our meats. Yeah. Pepper palm oil. Yeah. You could reduce your oil if you don't like too much of this onion. You don't like onion, baby, skin. Look at it. Cocoa leaves, aka fluted palm. If you don't want soup to be that, add more palm oil. That's what I do because I love palm oil. Pound it to have your satisfaction. Look at it. Lovely and delicious. To eat the soup, and she doesn't like to suck the one in the shell. She doesn't like the shell. She prefers the one out of the shell. So I put the one in the shell for myself, and I put this one for her. But the original soup is with the one in the shell. That is it. Look at it. Now these are the blended leaves. Once it gets into the pot, you don't cook it anymore. just stir it very well and turn on the heat. Remember, it had been cooked before. So we want to get all the nutrients intact, complete.
Okay, just like the name she called it, Pusan A. Well, that's the Ogoni tribe. The Ogoni culture is so beautiful. Okay, viewers, I'll be going on a quick break, and when I come back, continue with the Ogoni culture, continue with the beautiful culture of Ogoni. I'll get to know the do's and the don'ts in the Ogoni, their traditional marriage, and every other thing that they do in their culture. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us. I'll be right back after this quick break.
Looking for a home away from home in Abuja? Look no further than SRTV Shortlet Apartments. Our fully furnished apartments offers everything you need for a comfortable and relaxing stay. Unwind in spacious rooms with exquisite ambience. Cook delicious meals in our well-equipped kitchen and relax in our comfortable sitting rooms watching your favorite shows. And guess what? 247 Wi-Fi available. But that's not all. SRTV goes extra mile by providing a car to take you around town during your stay. No need to worry about navigating public transportation or hailing taxis. Explore Abuja at your own pace. Book your SRTV Shortlet apartment today and experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience. You can reach us by calling this number 070-6237-9915 or 080-7082. My culture, your culture, our culture. Our different cultures in Nigeria cannot be overemphasized. Nigeria is not just known for its natural resources. Nigeria is blessed with its unique and beautiful culture from different tribes. And they come with different delicacies. How about our tantalizing attires? That's not all. Our cultural songs and dance that ease your pain at any given time. Nigeria is indeed blessed with its beautiful culture. It is our culture show with MARYVAL EZE every Monday by 3 p.m.
Welcome back, viewers, from that quick break. We still on the show. Your culture, our culture, my culture. The Nigerian culture is indeed blessed and a lovely culture. And one important thing about this show is it gives you the leverage to know more about other people's culture, to know more about the interesting thing about other people's culture, and every other thing that is important, the do's and the don'ts. Because if you don't know about some things that are prohibited in other people's culture, that is where you have issues. That is where you have problems. So one important thing is our guests will be telling us more about the do's and the don'ts in their culture. But first of all, let's get to know more about the Ogoni people, what they really do in the Ogoni land. What is this thing that is so special about the Ogoni culture? Okay, the people of Tai are predominantly Ogoni and speak the Ogoni language. There are also a small number of Igbo and Ijaw people living in Tai local government. The people of Tai are predominantly Christians, but there is also a small Muslim minority. Tai is relatively poor local government area and infrastructure is underdeveloped. There are few roads in Tai local government area, and those that exist are often in poor condition. There is also a lack of access to healthcare and education in Tai local government area. The people of Tai are a proud people and they are determined to improve their lives. They are working to develop their economy, improve their infrastructure, and provide better healthcare and education for their people. And also, another interesting thing about the Tai is relatively young local government area, having been created in 1996. It is located in southeastern parts of River State and is bordered by local government areas of Oyibo to the north, Element to the east, and Okrika to the south. The headquarters of Tai is the town of Sepanwa. The economy of Tai is based on agriculture, fishing, and oil production. And also the main crops grown in Tai are cassava, plantain, and yam. Fish is an important source of protein for the people of Tai. Wow, now you can see that I wasn't wrong. I was not wrong when I talk about that these people, they are great farmers. They are not just fishermen, as we all know. We know that once you hear the word rivers, you know fully well that these people fish a lot. They've got a lot of crayfish. You see the periwinkle. A lot of fish, you understand, comes from the rivers. That is why you see sometimes they use just fish to prepare their soup. This is one sweet thing about the rivers people, and we cannot take away from them. And also, there's also the traditional marriage of the Ogoni people. But before the traditional marriage, I also want us to know more about the Thai before we look into the traditional marriage. Now, we also have other communities include Pogo and Gyo. Thai local government area has two broad sections, the Tutu Kingdom and the Barasi Nongwa Kingdom, both under the overall Thai kingdom headed by Bene Mentai. The primary occupations are farming and fishing to a lesser degree. And also in September 2009, Samorni was the paramount ruler of the PT community in Thai local government. There are many oil wells in the local government area, which is laced with pipeline, with most of the oil installations being operated by Shell Nigeria. However, the local community has seen little benefits from oil extraction and infrastructure is poor. Now, okay, just I think our guest had a network obstruction, maybe he's having a network challenge. But if Thai has oil well, Thai is not supposed to be a small community. I was expecting to hear that Thai is actually a rich community in River State. They've got oil. So what is the challenge? Why are they not making? Why are they not getting money from it? Although maybe our guest will tell us more about it. Now, I'm talking about their traditional marriage. I really want to know the stages. The stages, the process of the traditional marriage. Is something you come like 2 times introduction or 3 times, and what are the things they take to their what are the things the groom takes to the bride's family when this marriage wants to take place. But before then, let's see a video of the Ogoni people, their traditional marriage, and also you see how beautiful they are dressed. You see the groom and the bride, how they look so beautiful with their attire. Viewers, see this video with me of the Ogoni people and their traditional marriage.
I want you to be happy, oh, for my love. Will you stay in my life? I never want to go away from me. I like it that you're happy, baby. Like it that you're happy with me. Like it that you want me with me. Oh, say no, back away. Like it that you want to love me. Baby, do you see that I'm so happy? So happy. Say you kept the truth to me. Oh, only you won't be my lover. Amen. January till December. Amen.
Your name will be Barry, will be Cardon, Sua, Faith, Bodabari, Legosi, Name, Adegoki, or Dutan, Kobadu Damnewa, will be Barry, will be Jesus Christ, Amen, will be Cardon, Amen. Nobody away.
Okay, welcome back, viewers, from that short video of the Ogoni people and traditional marriage. Now, let's take a look more about the Ogoni people. Now, the Ogoni land consists of 6 kingdoms: the Babe, Eleme, Gokana, Kenkana, Yokana, and Tai. Within Ogoni land, 4 main languages are spoken, which, although related, are mutually unintelligible. Linguistic experts classify the Ogoni language of Kana, Gokana, and Eleme as distinct group within the Benue Congo branch of African language, or more particularly as a branch in the new Benue Congo family. Despite the introduction of Christianity, many aspects of the indigenous Ogoni culture and religion are still evident. The land on which they live and the rivers that surround them are important to the Ogoni people. They are not only provided with enough food, they are also believed to be a god and are worshipped as such. This explains why the Ogoni people have so many difficulties with the degradation of the environment as a result of oil pollution. The true origin of the Ogoni people are not very well known. One story is that they migrated into the Imo River. This is what I said to our guest, and he was actually doubting, telling me he's never heard something like that. And the other one is that they migrated from Ghana as well. Okay, let me just say that although maybe he hasn't heard about it, the Ogoni culture, they've got different things they farm in their culture. About river, I know that they have river in their culture. And with the little we're able to know from our guests, if you ask me, I would say the Ogoni culture is a beautiful culture, ranging from their traditional marriage with the video we saw and their local delicacy, the soup that actually displayed the video, their cultural dance, and also their different delicacy. You can see different pictures of their delicacy as it's being displayed. Okay, that's cocoyam and oil as well. They've got different soup. So talking about food, the Ogoni people, they've got a different delicacy that you would love to see. So these people, they are great people. Despite the fact that they've got fish in rivers, they farm as well. And that is one thing I'll tell you I love about the Ogoni people. Talking about their attire, it looks so beautiful. Even the one that the men are actually putting on looks so fine. Also the female as well. I wish there's no network problem. I guess would have been here to tell us more about their culture. Would have loved to know about their masquerade. Would have loved to know about this marriage you just watched. What are the processes? You can see a beautiful Ogoni bride. You can see how it's her beautiful outfits and the people following her as well. You can see how colorful it is. But we need to know deep down, what does it really entail to marry somebody from the Ogoni culture? To get married to a bride from the Ogoni culture. To get married, you getting married to a groom from the Ogoni culture. Every culture has their do's and their don'ts. Every culture has something that is prohibited. If you don't know about these things and you venture into maybe ending up with one of them, you might have issues. And that's why it's good to ask questions. That's why it's good to know about these cultures. We need to know about the Ogoni people. Is it a place that, okay, there's a particular time you are not expected to come out? Is it a place that, okay, they accept visitors? Or does it mean that they don't accept visitors? What about their rivers? Does their river accept visitors, or their rivers reject visitors as well? These are the things that I would have loved to know aside the history, the historical background of the Ogoni. There are lots of beautiful things with the Ogoni. You can see a picture of a man with chalk all around his body. Although that's a tradition, must have been one of the traditional stuff that they've been doing. So with the little I've been able to hear from our guests, I'll say that the Ogoni, they've got a beautiful culture. The Ogoni culture is beautiful. But hopefully we'll have him again on the show to tell us more about the Ogoni culture, the beautiful parts of the Ogoni culture. These are the things I would love to know. But this would be a good place to wrap up the show on the Thai Ogoni culture in Rivers State. I remain your girl, MARYVAL EZE. Don't forget to follow us on our social media page. Tell your friends to tell your friends to tell your friend about SRTV. Just like a chain about SRTV. Share our page, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and keep watching SRTV. See you again next Monday by 3 p.m. Same time on SRTV. See you again for the culture show. Bye.
My culture, your culture, our culture. Our different cultures in Nigeria cannot be overemphasized. Nigeria is not just known for its natural resources. Nigeria is blessed with its unique and beautiful culture from different tribes. And they come with different delicacies. How about our tantalizing attires?